difficult to play. You get splinters when you try and splash the pot with wood chips. And I'm weaving my own bays. I'm trying to get my name woven in. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. I love gambling. They've got some bloke called... That's brilliant.
There's Hardeep Singh Kohli at the top of the chip tree. Dave Gorman languishing a little at the bottom.
My mum and dad used to have paintings by a Polish, very good impressionist painter who did London scenes and it was K-L-I-T-Z. Yes, can you imagine the straight faces? We had to get round when they went, here's a new one. It's a...
Did they ever need the early work of Labby or no?
No, but they've got a private collection of vulva.
I was really hoping you wouldn't get involved in that sort of game.
John Thompson's enjoying this game, isn't he? He just likes the rough and tumble. I mean, he's got the 8 deuce. That's no reason to pass.
No. Potential straight draws and flush draws. So round to the blinds. Gorman, well, king 3 of hearts. Only 100 more to call.
Call.
And he does.
Check.
Mangan's actually found a nice hand here, the ace-10. He might have raised it. But as it is, he's allowed Dave Gorman in to make 2 kings.
Another 200.
Bet 200.
He bets 200 into a 600 pot, and Steve Mangan's going to get away cheaply with his premium ace-10 suited here.
Look, John Thompson's hit the flop in a massive way, a pair of 2s. He's always raising.
300.
Gorman must know he's in front.
He has to raise another 100. He has to make it 400 to go.
Another 2, so it's 400.
Sorry.
Yep.
Raise to 400.
I mean, it's
Okay, no.
nothing wrong with that raise from Thompson. He's got a pair. He wants to find out where he stands. It's just a case of whether he'll keep at it. I'm sure Gorman will know he's in front.
Yeah, there was no raise pre-flop.
Not possible to lend money.
Oh, so I was going to just...
He's offering to change. Well, I might as well take that now anyway. Not because of the rules.
Side
you're
bets,
Indian
Tip, Mr. Tip.
Indian Bengal.
Singh Kohli was having a bit of a laugh there with Gorman. He was saying, look, I'll lend you some chips. I'm not sure you're winning.
All in.
All in! What an enormously strong move from Gorman. And John Thompson is such an action player with a pair of 2s, he might even call it.
1425 in total. No,
15.
more.
Which was that?
19.
20.
200.
Yeah.
1925.
So 200 is 1325 more.
The raise is the all-in's 15.25, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Oh,
He's done it! He's made the call!
Okay.
Call.
John Thompson started the hand with more chips, so if a 2 or an 8 comes down, we're going to be losing Dave Gorman.
All right, we have an all in. Dave is all in.
That doesn't
I think
happen.
it's John.
Gorman doubles up. And it's John Thompson who's very thin on chips.
Thank you. Dave's all in on his king tray. You got a pair of kings. And John's hand is 8 deuce, you got a pair of deuces. Dave is in front with a pair of kings. It's a 10, no change.
That's
Kings
no
in the
good.
lead.
Dave Gorman praying for a blank on the end.
It's an ace.
And it is a
Dave
blank.
doubles up.
Absolute delight for the younger comic as he gets a massive double up. But his older comedy rival, John Thompson, oh, he's reduced to just a handful of loose change. He hasn't seen that little money in front of him since he was doing open spots at the Comedy Store. Perilous times for John Thompson. Look at that, just over 1,000 in chips. It's going to be Cleo Rocco's first to speak now.
$200 to play.
Call.
Okay. Pass.
Pass. Call. Pass.
Well, the action's slowed up here. There's a lot of flat calling now.
Okay. Very quick, Thomas. Very good. So,
Howard Marks got the best hand pre-flop, ace-9 offsuit.
4 players.
But he's been out-flopped, and Mangan has hit this flop hard. 2 pair.
Cleo Rocco's meanwhile has a pair of 7s.
Check.
Check.
Howard Marks, though... Oh, he was tempted, but he resisted.
Go in 1,500, please.
Oh, she's put in too big a bet here. The pot was only 800. She's bet 1,500 now. Surely Stephen Mangan is going to make the move here. He's only got 3,000 chips. He cannot call here. He must move all in. And he does. Fantastic play. Well done, Stephen Mangan. He's moved all in.
That's Howard.
Howard gets out the way, so...
Very difficult for Roccos. I mean, it's only 1,500 more. There's over 5,000 in the pot.
It's 14.25.
Yeah, she might want to gamble here.
I mean, if she puts Mangan on the flush draw, then she might think her 7 is winning.
She's called. She's called. This is a massive pot.
And the yellow. Okay, so Stephen on in, playing against Cleo. Showdown, please.
7, Stephen. 7s.
Stephen shows
It's Mangan that's all in. Cleo Rockus was second chip leader going into this hand, so she has the chance to go chip leader here.
With 2 pairs.
You're very unlucky to lose this.
Let's see the turn.
Yeah, you win this.
It's a 4.
Well, he's got a straight draw as well now for Cleo Rockus. A 5
Kings and trays
would give her a straight. So 5 or a 7?
It's a 9.
No, it's a 9.
Wins his all in.
Very safe. Stephen Mangan is very relieved as he scrapes in a pot and doubles up. That means that Cleo Rockus has lost the chance to go chip leader.
Have a big white one as well. Thank you.
It's a bit of a mystery why I'm here. I know one end of a card from another. I know there are no dice involved. I have played the odd poker tournament, quite low key, but I'd say I'm sort of rubbish to average skill-wise. If I get into any sort of trouble, I'm going to fake an epileptic fit, and then just hopefully that'll be, and I'll be taken away in an ambulance.
Welcome back to the special celebrity edition of Party Poker Late Night Poker. The blinds are up to 150, 300, and that means that poor John Thompson is all in for less than the sum of the big blind. Now, what about the other players, Simon? Should they all just call to knock out Thompson?
Well, obviously, on the one hand, you don't really want to double or treble him up, but he can't do them any damage, so
See the respect you get at this table.
might as well limp in. And Gorman, lovely hand there. Well, Mangan's got the same hand here. And Cleo Rockus, she's going to call with ace-5 suited.
All right, so a side pot is going to build between the other 3 players. Oh, and John Thompson, he's got 8-3.
Well, he's got live cards.
He's got live cards.
High the defies there.
And John Thompson is going to have to hit this flop, or he's walking.
And if he does, he's going to quadruple. Not the best flop for John, I'm afraid.
John Thompson is drawing dead. Gorman and Mangan have hit a big flop.
500.
And it's Cleo Rockus who's betting out. Well, she's going to get action. I mean, we could lose 2 players in this hand.
Cool.
Now, what would you do when there's been a bet and a call and you're sitting there with 3 kings? Steve, again, he's, well...
500.
Well, I think he's got to flat go.
I'm all in.
Oh, he's all in. Oh, I love this move because Dave Gorman with the exact same hand may feel obliged to pass.
Well, Cleo took a stab at the pot, but she's going to have to fold.
Pass.
What about Dave Gorman? I mean, he must be terrified now of a pair of 7s.
What we should have done is just check it down and eliminate John.
That's what he would have liked to do, Gorman. He finds himself in a horrible pickle.
Well, he says that, but he was the one that bet it. He did start the betting off. He bet 500, and he's been raised. I can't see him folding here, Vicky. I mean, what? The only hand he's got to be worried about is maybe a pair of 7s or ace-king.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask.
What have you got?
That's a good question.
That's the one question I wasn't ready for.
And did you play Steve Coogan in that film?
That's insane. Why would you do that?
I have to be honest, I don't think I'd be good enough to fold this hand.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
Dave Gorman, he studied maths at university, Simon, but he never graduated. So maybe he'll get most of the way through the calculation and give up, just like with his university degree. He'll be sickened to see that Mangan had the exact same hand. And John Thompson, the man from the fast show, who played a little too fast tonight, is going to find that all hope is gone.
Oh, you're close to place. Bugger.
King Queen is the hand for Stephen.
Brilliant play for Stephen Mangan to scoop the entire pot rather than split it. We'll go through the formality of the turn and river before John Thompson says goodbye. Full house.
And the river card. It's a 5. John is our first player.
Well, John Thompson, he was a lively player, great comedian, enjoyed himself, I'm sure. He's there to have a bit of fun and a game.